I think the one burning question the Phillies fans have is, what is Rob Thomson going to do with the starting rotation? How do they line it up? Is it
Great
Aaron
question.
Nola? It's the number two. Chris Sanchez
Yep.
pitches that much better at home. Any insight, or what would you do if you were lining up this playoff rotation?
Well, we talked to him yesterday a little bit about it when we had our meeting as broadcasters, and he hasn't decided yet. And I think a lot of it has to do with who the matchup is. You know, whether they're going to face the Padres or the Diamondbacks or, you know, the Braves, the Mets, whoever it's going to be. So I think that'll dictate a lot of it. I do think he's chewing over the fact that he wants Sanchez, that Sanchez will pitch game two. Two reasons: split up the two right-handers, but also give him the home game. The other part of it, though, is that Nola's pitched really well at home over the years. So, you know, he's weighing that as well. So I don't think there's anything set. And he's usually pretty forthright with us when it comes to the planning part of it.
Yeah.
He wants to take care of the top two seeds first. And then because he, you know, at that point, he'll know he's off next week. Then he can sort of decide what he wants to do, depending on the matchup, who's going to pitch game two. Definitive Wheeler game one. I would say that he's probably leaning toward Nola game two, only because of being the steadiest of guys reputation-wise or past years-wise. But I don't think he's adverse to thinking the way everybody else is that Cristopher should be game two starting.
Man, he's been so good. We had Scott Fransky on with us last week, I think, and he had said one of the reasons that one of the things you don't have to consider with Nola is he very much is a, hey, Aaron, we're going to make you the third starter.
It's exactly right.
And he'll be like, oh, okay, sounds good. You're not going to worry about pissing him off or upsetting chemistry in the clubhouse.
Nope, not even a little bit. You know, he's the guy that you want to hang out with and watch TV with, go to the movies with. Just say, hey man, you want to go to a Burger King or McDonald's? I don't care. Like that's who he is, man. It's who he is, and that's why I don't think it's going to be a topic of worry. I think if it happens, it's going to be because of matchups and because of comfort level for Cristopher. But yeah, I don't think he's going to be fazed at all about it.
Tyler Zulli, my producer and also of PHLY Phillies, asked a great question. And it's back to starting pitching. So will he set the rotation at the beginning of the series, or could it possibly be, hey, what happens in game one? Does that change things? Which I don't think with Thomson. That's
I think it's going to be he'll set it before the series, and I just think that there's a sense of normalcy that Rob would like, and I think he feels like if he has it set, then there's no doubt in anybody's head. Like let's say if the Phillies lose game one, and if he shows any kind of panic, which he never does, that sometimes seeps into the clubhouse. Right. I believe if you're a manager that shows that or shows body language or anything like that, I think he'll set it before everything gets underway. Now, could he change it if they advance to the championship series? Absolutely.
Sure.
But I think for this series, he'll set it before we go.